That's the statue I was mentioning. They took it away for a while, but it's come back. And that's the three. That is, if I can remember now, it is Matthew Bottom, Murdoch, and Watts. I know that one done the light bulb, but Murdoch was the one who done the railway. So I'm just gonna walk around Birmingham to show you. So that is the record church. That's the big library, and that's the water. Sometimes the dog likes to go for the people in the summer, and that's what they're doing here. This is the other side. They call Centenary Square, and that is the what they call it, the NICO, and where the music, you can have performance there, music. Right, there's a dog coming up, so I'll have to switch this off and come back in a bit. My YouTuber's back. Just done that statue. That was the one I was mentioning. If I can always turn this on, I never can do it. This is the water. There's all different patterns. Rosie likes it sometimes. Sometimes she don't. So, I like it. That's what I like in the water. Also, it does nice little. Sometimes they have the music. So we can walk through. Might get wet. I've got my new shoes. Have to get some. She's running. You don't like it, Rosie? My new shoes. Have to get another pair. Come, Rosie. Okay. I don't think she likes it. No, she don't. Right, I'm going to take you around here, show you, go through town so you can see. Right here. This is another statue right in front of the library. We did put that up. And that's the library. It's supposed to be industrial. And all the works that's going on. And that one there is the countdown for the games. So they're counting down the games.
That's fine, that's cool.
As you can see, that's the countdown. It's the back of it. And that's the front. As you can see, it's the countdown. Here we are, we're having the games here. I think it's next month or July. Forgot. Not much into it. That's the library. It was over there where they're building, but they knocked it down to build this, and it's supposed to be for industry. As you know, Birmingham was known for factories and stuff, so that's why. But so I'm gonna walk that way to show you what's, because I never show you much of Birmingham, the other side. So yeah, and that's where the statue used to be, because that used to be a register office, so they moved it over there. But yeah, and that's that one where Prince was, and I think the glass came out. But over there, as you can see, they're building, and over there it's going to be flats, and I think flats there. So most of the stuff will go knocked down. So I'll show you that side, and you can see what it looks like over there. This, I don't know what it is. It's got Bass, I don't know what, Bass Ray House. I don't know what this one is. I see it open, but I don't know. And there's one statue of, I think it's Edward V, is it? I don't know if that was Queen Victoria's father. Wasn't it? Queen Victoria's father, I think. Yeah. Birmingham's not like Liverpool. We don't have that much statues. And if we do, then move it somewhere else. And then bring it back here as time. But like I said, see, that used to be a nice old library, history of the library, but they've done that now, knocked it and built that one. But here, if you haven't been to Birmingham for a while, you'll be surprised. So I'm going the other side. This is Centenary Square. I always get it mixed up with the other one, because you got Centenary Square, Victoria Square, so I get them mixed up, but this is Centenary Square. So that says Centenary there. Okay. That's it, taking Rosie for a walk. She's got a Liverpool bandana. And that's there. So that one I said before, that's the yard of memory. Remembrance, they put poppies. And as you can see, that's where the trams are going to be. We're having trams in Birmingham, so I don't know if... But they're bringing the trams back. I'll try and stand up here to show. As you can see there, that's where the traffic used to come down here, but they diverted it over there. So it goes over there because they're going to have the trams going from Birmingham to Dudley. Yes, I nearly fell over. Rasmus barking at skaters. So like I said, they're gonna do Dudley and Wolverhampton trams. So yes, I'm gonna carry on walking before something else happens. I think this is a new little restaurant. It's got like south side, so you can have something to eat, I think, and drink. It's like them old type ones. It's big. It's another new one. And that's what it's called. So this is all changed now. Big. That's what it is. It's like they've done, they just knock everywhere and put restaurants and hotels. Everywhere else, same. This is over the other side to that one, so there's one over that side. As you can see, that one there. And then if you don't like the food, you can come over here. Yes. There's a restaurant there. And here they're building another, yes, another food. Coming soon, wine and food. See, that's what I'm saying about Birmingham. They're just building too much restaurants and... Okay, I can understand people want to have restaurants to go out, but Birmingham, I think, must have got the most restaurants everywhere. Just giving you a pan view. As you can see, there we are. That's me and the doggy. Yes, see. Our history are going slowly from Birmingham. See, I could have used to walk up there, because I used to come that way, walk up here, and that was the library. As you can see, they've changed the library. I don't know what's happened in the museum. I think they're going to leave that. And this is another statue. We used to have loads in Birmingham, but they just seems to be disappearing. So she's barking at it. She thinks it's a person. No, Rosie, it's not a person, see? There you are. And that's him. Last time he didn't have anything there. And people used to put cigarettes. I'll give you a view of that. So that's what he looks like. He sits. If you don't know, you thought it was a person just sitting there. But it's just... like me, I like history. And it's a shame when they just get rid of all the statues and history of Birmingham. Because we've got a man who's called Carl Chin, and he talks about the history of Birmingham. And he said that Birmingham is just gonna disappear. The history. And they've put his little... I think he was a writer or a poet. And that's that there. And then he's got like a little box there where his notes, that would have been a table, so it might have been his room, and then his little table. So yeah, so if you didn't know, you thought it was somebody sitting there. And that is another place. But yeah, so that is the museum, the clock. And this one is where you can sit there with the water and everything. People sit there, which is water. That's what it's serving. Because, you know, I'm not very good at reading, so I can't read it out to you. It says this memory was I don't know if you can see because I'm looking at the dog, so I don't know. It's hard with the dog because she looks and she pulls. She's not very good at walking, this one. And there we are. I think sometimes people throw money in there like a wishing well thing. Yep, that's it. She's having a look. That bit is clean. There we are. Right, now I'm going to just walk down that way. Right, like I said before, I always get this one mixed up with Centenary Square. This one is Victoria Square. And that's a council house. And Birmingham, we've got 3 statues in Victoria Square. See, I always get it mixed up now. We've got the Iron Man. When I get close to it, I'll show you. Yeah, this is the Iron Man. I don't know what it's, like I said, Birmingham's known for its ironworks, so maybe that's what it's about. That's it. So that's what it is, tilting like the Leaning Tower of Pisa. So that's what it looks like. And then we've got Victoria. Walk the steps. And then we get over with the dog. That's it. There she goes. It's a good way of taking a dog for a walk. And this is Victoria. As everybody know, Queen Victoria. I don't know if you can see. And that's her statue in Victoria Square. There we are, quite tall. She's got the I don't know what they're marked, the way they carry it when they go Parliament, I think, or when they're getting crowned, I'm not sure. And that's how big the council house is. We call it the council house. And then we've got that, I don't know if you heard of the lady in the jacuzzi. That's how big it is. It's quite big. When I used to do care work, I used to come here if we had meetings, you know, like recruitment. And I used to come in here to help people get into care work. But the council had a load of problems because they did a big payout to all the care workers because it was paid low wage. And then after that they cut backs and everybody lost their jobs, which happened to me. Well, they find an excuse because I'm dyslexic, they said. We couldn't use you. Now this is the famous, they've done it because it was had flowers and everything, so they've done it. Looks quite nice. That's the back of her. And it's got there and that back there. I think somebody's left their wallet or something there, empty. York sauce left here. And that's the front of her packing. A bit closer for you. There we are. That's what she looks like. She just sits there. So they call it the lady in the jacuzzi. They're supposed to be found things for me. Oh, they're up there. Yeah, so that's what that looks like. And then we walk down the steps. Okay. I think everyone's done that. That's the other part. So there she is there. That's where she's holding. Supposed to be water coming down to the line. To that. So yeah, so the water would come right down and come down there to these two, like mermaids. So they've done it. It was all flowers and everything. I think if you've seen it on the news, you would have known they was doing it up. So that's the jacuzzi's open again. When it's hot, you get a lot of people sitting here and sandwiches and everything. So right, so that's after the city centre. So I'll walk down there, and I've got the flags for the Jubilee. Right, this is the city centre. So I'll walk down. That's the post office over there. And yes, as you can see, everywhere. Building. Now, I'm sure this used to be a bank there, but they've done it to Anando's. So I'm sure that was a bank. Yes, so walking into the city centre, this is halfway, so you've got another one there. Then you've got Simply, you've got Greg's. But I'm sure this used to be a bank. And that's walking into the city. If you come to Birmingham, that's where. So I'm going to walk down, so the flags are up. And then show you that other side over there. Now I say, like, that's why I like Liverpool. Like I said, we've got a Tesco Express. And that's it. Now we've got mostly Starbucks. A lot of closed shops and restaurants. But in Liverpool, like I said, when I go down there, you've got all the shops, like in the city centre, you've got Liverpool One, and you've got all the shops. But here we don't. So, like I was saying, you would have to go to Northfield, Kingsheath, to different shops. Here, it's just got all these, like Chocolate Hotel, Starbucks, and all the body shop. See, and then we've got the Big Apple store there. They moved. But we don't have any stuff. These are all the clothes are quite expensive in there. Like stuff there. Like everything. You can see here the selection. That's the Apple shop. I had to stop just now because as we went for a look at dog, I told you there was a weirdo. There was a lot of talking. Over there is Grand Central. As you can see, it's all the quite shiny. I always say it looks like tin foil. So next time I'll record in there and show you. It's in HSBC. So this is the city centre, Birmingham. Up there is all the different shops. So I'm gonna go this way to show you. Next time I'll go that way. And all the flags are up. You can see they put these bollards because this one I think was I wasn't looking, that's not right. Primarks, and then moved over there, so I'll show you the big one. This is TSB, and then now this, you remember years ago when they had that Birmingham bombing? Well, this was where it was, because I worked there when it was called the Yard of Vale. So this is the pub that was bombed when they had that bombing. So it's a buffet now. That's what it is. That was the Yard of Vale. I think it was called, I can't remember what it was called, the whole magazine. So that's, yeah. Well, if you look at history, you'll see what it was called. I think it was, I'm not sure what it was called. The hole, I think it was called, the barrel, I'm not sure. But yeah, that was the one that got bombed. The IRA bombing. Shame that. That's the Odeon Cinema, and yes, Sports Direct doing a big one. Oh, they opened it. Right, this is the new big Sports Direct. I can't go in there with the dog. That's what it looks like. Looks more like. So that's what it looks like. So I'll have to go in there. Quite posh, so I can imagine how much you gotta pay for that. Yeah, so that's what that one looks like. They're trying to be quite posh. And then we've got Royal Bank of Scotland. I used to have that bank. Then we've got DJ Sports. Primark's in Birmingham. Some nice flowers. Oh, could have got some today. Nice flowers. And I'm just gonna walk that way and then come back round. So that's gonna be a Pandora shop. Quite expensive, Pandora. There's Greg's. I don't know what they're doing here, but they're building, because when you walk up there you can go some shops up there, so shops there, and CX and some kitchen stuff. It's alright, I'm going to show you Peaky Blinders pub. That's the square. I always call it the Oasis Market. And I've got B&M and some stuff for hair. I just wash my hair and that's it. Wash and go. Now these are closed. The money shop. Cash generator where I get my phone. Hey, every time. That used to be a Lloyd's Bank, I think, or TSB. Now this is the pub Peaky Blinders. Having a bit of trouble with the dog pulling, but that's the Peaky Blinders. And there's the pub. I'll have to go in there one day and have a drink. And there it is. I know somebody said on the video that the Peaky Blinders. So that's up there. So that's quite good. All type pub now. I think they wear all the hats and everything. I don't know if you can see. I don't think so. I'll have to go in there one day. And then that's the big HMV. And all the shops there, like I said, it's mostly food shops. So you've got DFC and nail shops. Then down there, I think that used to be the big hotel. Was it Barbarella's or Snobs down here? And we used to have a little IKEA, but it didn't work. And that's the B&M up there. That used to be Argos, but they moved it. So that's a nightclub down there. And then you come around. So that's the big HMV. I have took pictures before. Next time I go there I'll do. So I'm gonna walk back up. And yeah. So yes, everything. See what they do, then close it down, then open it big and posh. And then people don't go in it, then they close it again. So they've got a big building that they're done up. And nobody goes in it. But yes, I'll have to go in there one day. So that's what it's called, the Peaky Blinder Free House. And I think everything in there is like Peaky Blinders. So you've got the Peaky Castle. But I'll have to go in there one day. I'll show you, so that's good. Right, let's go up there and show you a bit more of Birmingham. Like I said. Yep, so it used to be nice Birmingham, but I think it's gone down to the shithole now. For me, it's too much posh shops and everything they're trying to do. That's the Rotunda. Is it Rotunda Woodley? Yeah, so I'll go down that way and show you down by the rag market where I went before, but the different side of it. Usually you can stand and look at St. Martin's. I think they're going to do that as a little bit of summer. We've got a little van, key van. And then as you come down the step you have this little water. Water van. Water. This is St. Martin's Church. I'll show you that. That's the one I said is St. Fridges. Over that side, the square thing. They look like cups, but like I said, the man was doing the pink, if you can see the pink bit, because I was over that side. And that's That's the church. So I'll just walk around that way. Marazi. When she's got a nose into something, it's hard to pull her. I think she's getting tired now, which is good. Manraz. Now I'm getting too old for this. Right, and there's the restaurant. I'm sure that used to be Jamie Oliver's one. They've changed it. That's the church. Like I said, that's the rug market, so I've been there. So I'm gonna go back up. And I'll go back up that way, show you the bull. And I think that's it. Till the next one. So I'll show you the bull and the other shops. This is the bull in the bull ring. Everybody likes to sit on it and take pictures. It's hard to get. And that's yeah, that's it. Finally got there. There's a lot of kids liking taking pictures of it. That's Grand Central train station. This is where I come to catch my train when I go to Liverpool. A couple of weeks I might be coming back to Liverpool. And like I said, that reminds me of tinfoil. I don't know why they've done that for. But that's the train station, the big one. New Street Station. Then, like I said, there's another restaurant. There's TK Maxx and Boots. And that's it. Isn't it, Razzie? Yeah. You're tired now, Raz? Yeah. Come on, Raz. Yeah. Right. Find somewhere to end the video. This used to be Debenhams. It's closed down now. I don't know what they're going to put here. It's just a big... It's opposite the train station. TK Maxx. Used to be the big Birmingham, so I used to go in there and go in to the town. So yeah, now we got these bicycles. I think everybody's got it. And one's on the floor. And these some of the what they call it graffiti, but some of them are quite nice. Some are. You can see. We got this one. This one, you remember I told you about the back-to-back houses. You can pay to have a look at the old time Birmingham back-to-back. I don't know how much it is. I might go in there one day and have a look. And that's some more restaurants and the betting shop. That's what it looks like. I don't know if you can see it because I'm outside the shop. But that used to be different. They used to sell the sweets. They're stopped now. I think they just do the bookings. You used to get rock and everything. Now you see why I have to come to Liverpool to get me rock. Yes, I want one of them screens. Hi! So, that was a bit of, I never came up the right place because I don't know where I'm looking. Maybe I have to hold this out. Right, that was a bit of the other side of Birmingham to show you. And we're just walking up. And they've closed some roads, as you can see. Well, you can't see because I'm in front. But yeah, so I thought I'll show you that and see what's going on with Birmingham. Everything changing round. So I'll show you this. I'll try and flip it over again. This is the other side of... I used to could walk straight through, but now it's closed. Some stuff. Not a restaurant there. So that says closed. That's what you get a load of here. It's like everywhere else, but Birmingham is just a nightmare. It's alright if you're walking, but if you're driving, it's terrible. As you can see, look. Some other place you can't go. There's another little dog. Let's hope she does. Alright guys, so I hope you enjoyed that. So I'm gonna knock off here now and walk. Gonna walk back home. Just and then have a nice cup of tea. Some more wine. I got a bottle of more wine from the car boot. It was alright. I bought some cat food yesterday from the car boot and it was 6 years old. I didn't realise I should have my glasses, but I was magnifying glass on the phone, so I can do that next time. But yeah, so I'm off now. So I hope you enjoy that. Show you a bit of Birmingham. Next time I'll show you the other side. And yeah, so hope you enjoy. I never can look where I am. So you take care, keep safe, enjoy the rest of the day. Cheers.